It's time for the Matt Lecroy Show on Fox Sports 1460. Brought to you by the Holiday Inn Middletown. Now with today's show, here's Terry Byrom.
Matt, we started a 3-game homestand tonight against the Trenton Thunder, coming off the longest road trip of the year. It was a 9-day, 8 games. It was going to be 9 games, but it rained out. You guys went 3-5. It's just one of those things that this is that time of the year, and you're on the road that long, and it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those a bad environment at the beginning of that road trip, but I thought our kids played well. We just got beat by another good quality opponent playing well at the time, and then we go to Binghamton, and I thought we played well. We just, the last game we played, we didn't generate enough offense against a veteran type starter. But coming back home, on a short homestand, I think it'll be good. Marmolejo's is new here; he'll get accustomed to the stadium. But playing Trenton, I mean, they got to be one of the hottest teams in all of baseball, and the challenges that presents. But I think our guys are ready for a battle, and hopefully we'll come out and win the series.
Now that you're back home again and off that long road trip, now it feels more like the end of the season. There's a small light at the end of the tunnel. The light's not too big yet, but it's there, and now it's easy to look at the schedule and realize there's only 6 or 7 series left. Yeah,
it's pretty amazing how quick the season's gone by, but really proud of our club, my staff. They've worked hard, and players have worked hard to put themselves in a position to play for a playoff spot here down the stretch, and that's all I ask, and hopefully they'll respond. The young kids that come up, I hope they understand what's going on and that feeling and what it takes to end up being the last team playing. But hopefully we'll finish strong for the fans and for our organization and for the Harrisburg Senators that we can play some September baseball.
In sports, everybody gets so caught up in the starting. So who are the starters on the floor in the NCAA tournament? Well, it's more about the 5 guys on the floor at the end of the game. And we talk all winter long about what kind of roster there'll be here on April 4th or whatever the start of the season is. But now is when it counts. And you have a blend now of a lot of young guys, some veteran guys, some prospects, some non-prospects. But it seems like it's a really good blend. And even though the blend is newer because of some changes that have happened recently, it seems like it's a really good group to go these last 35 games with.
I think so. I mean, whenever you put some young guys into an older mix, some guys who have been here all year, you sometimes worry about the chemistry, but I think we got quality enough kids in our clubhouse that they'll help these kids out, teach them how to play, teach them how to prepare, and be good teammates, even though some of these guys may have to take a step back and not get as much playing time as they did before. But, like I told them before, you always want to be a part of something special, and you never know when this could be your last game ever playing professional baseball. So go out and make a run at it. You don't get a big bonus for winning the championship here, but for me, it's all about being a pro and going out and trying to win every game and trying to be the last team standing at the end of the season.
I think what makes this level a lot of fun for the players and a lot of fun for the fans, and we've talked about this, is that this isn't just halfway through the second half where teams are 17-15 and you have a 2 or 3 game lead. Tonight is game number 112, and you guys have worked hard all year long. You've built this cushion now in the standings, and to me that makes it fun when these guys, whether they've been here all year or they're coming up now, they look at those standings, and it's a big number. It's not a small second-half number.
No, I mean, you look at it, we always preach it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I think the grind of playing a double-A schedule where you don't have halves, seeing the teams that started off real hot, and then you see how it ends up being. I mean, to me, that's the biggest, challenge or thing that I want to get across to my club. Is really not how you start, it's how you finish. No matter who goes up, who goes down, how the teams changes. For me and for all my boys down in that clubhouse, I want them to understand what it means to play that full season and be up on top at the end of the year.
But it's just like the big leagues that way. Just because you start well in April and May doesn't mean you're going to make the playoffs.
No doubt about it. I mean, I've been a part of teams in the big leagues that we were down about 7 or 8 games going into the second half, and we made a push, and in September we ran away with it, which was pretty amazing, and I think it helped us gain some confidence as we went into the playoffs.